Hello, everyone. It's Alexis with Create Your Future, and I'm back today, you guys, with a really exciting video. I have some fun props I've never used before that were inspired by a client of mine, and I'm also going to be talking about a success story about a client of mine who got chased and pursued, and she got communication from her SP, and she totally turned the relationship dynamic around, which is always very fun. Before we get started, thank you for liking, commenting, sharing, and subscribing. Please hit the bell icon in the box below, and you get notified every time we post new videos. And a reminder that we're still having our contest. So every time that you are subscribed to our channel and you also comment on how one of our videos or anything has helped you manifest the life of your dreams, you get put into a pool of people for 3 free coaching sessions, all right, which is super fun. And also, if you've been following along, I still don't have any nails on, which is very fun. So my nails just had, if you've ever had acrylics or fake nails for a long time, you have to give your nails a break. So if anybody manifested that, we'll have to see when I get them put on what color I choose, if you've been following along on the other videos. All right, so for this success story, you guys, this is really exciting. And if you're one of my one-on-one clients, and you know that I like to talk a lot about the balance of the polarity in the relationship and also the relationship dynamic that you're manifesting for. So if you're someone that happens to have manifested someone that you're chasing, you're pursuing, and you are a woman and that is a man, or if you're the person that wants to be pursued and chased in the relationship and you've been doing the opposite, then you do want to think about 3 things. Number 1, your self-concept. Number 2, your views on relationship and your view of yourself in the relationship dynamic. And then 3, what are your views on relationships and love in general, okay? So look at it like this, just like this client. I had her focus on her self-concept, right? So imagine that this is your self-concept. So if you know makeup, then you know that the MAC makeup is pretty sought after. It's like the prize. It's really good. It lasts for a long time and is highly thought of, just like the prize or the goddess or the queen in the relationship, okay? So we have this, which let's say it's your self-concept. So your views, so your SP, your focus on your SP should be, not as big as you, not as important as you, not so much as the focus as you. It's like this big, okay? And then if we add on your views on relationships, oh my gosh, it wasn't even planned that this matches my shirt, but your views, beliefs on love and relationships should also be, these are all within you, right? But as you start understanding that you're the creator of your experience, the most important thing is you. Okay, so you do need to change your thoughts about your SP and your thoughts about love and relationships and your beliefs about both, but it all starts with you. So don't negate this part. I see a lot of clients who book coaching that are affirming and affirming and affirming for the SP. That's great because that's how you change someone from within yourself, but it's also necessary to maintain it. And also, why not? Because if you're walking around with a negative or a not so good self-concept, which is this gal or this guy, then it affects everything in the long run, okay? So once again, you wanna focus on concept of self, concept of the SP, and concept of love and relationships. So the beliefs about these things, your automatic thoughts about these things, because your thoughts create your reality. All right, so I'll explain the relationship dynamic also, but I just want to read the success story because it's really cute. Okay. Dear Alexis, thank you so much for your help with my specific person. Everything has completely turned around for us, especially the contact and communication. Before I started coaching with you, I was the one reaching out, and I felt like I was constantly chasing him. Once I began affirming what you suggested, focusing on being the prize and valuing myself, everything has changed, which is really cool. Now we are planning a vacation together and he's totally transforming before my eyes. Thank you for everything. XO. All right, you guys. So the other thing that I want to talk about is who is the masculine and who is the feminine within the relationship, okay? So let's pretend this is the masculine person. This is the feminine person. We know that a polarity exists in all things, including vegetables and fruit. There's always a masculine and a feminine. We can't escape it in our 3D experience, 3D reality. It also exists in nature and exists in animals, and we are by and large animals besides our frontal lobe, okay? So you wanna think, who's the masculine, who's the feminine in the relationship? This goes for male-male, female-female, and male-female relationships. Oftentimes what I see is that because of a misperception the feminine component that wants to be chased, wants to be pursued, is going, because of anxiety and negative thoughts, negative thinking, is going into chasing and pursuing, just like this client mentioned in the success story. So she wanted to be chased, she wanted to be pursued. The thing is, if you want to be chased and you want to be pursued, then you can't be the one doing the chasing and the pursuing. This doesn't generally cause a polarity of opposites and a dynamic of sexual attraction in our 3D experience. We usually have one person that chases, one person pursues, who we can term as the masculine person, who enjoys doing the doing for the other person. The other person is therefore receptive, the receiver, open, and not focused necessarily so much on where things are going, the outcome, because she, or it could be a he, is focused on the self-concept of allowing, and has more of a gentle perspective, which we do with the mental diet and the affirmations, which allows for the person to pursue. You also affirm for this person to pursue, and then guess what, you guys? You got to stop pursuing. You have to stop chasing. Because if you're in anxiety, if you're in paranoia, if you're in panic about your relationship, then that is fueling the one to chase, the one to pursue, and it negates the mental diet because you're in anxiety and you're creating a whole cluster of thoughts. Remember, your thoughts are things, your thoughts create, and your thoughts create your SP. Back to this little guy, okay? All right, so just like this client, which she got clear on, is I said, all right, well, it sounds to me like you've been doing a lot of chasing and a lot of pursuing in your relationship. So do you want to be chased? Do you want to be pursued? And she said yes. And I said, okay, well then in your 3D reality, we have to stop chasing and stop pursuing, and you have to embody the person that is chased and pursued, and then intend that your specific person likes to chase you, likes to pursue you, likes to come towards you, and that it makes him happy. He feels satisfied, he feels attracted, he feels excited, he feels like it's the best thing ever since sliced bread that you are allowing him to chase you. And remember, you guys, the prize doesn't chase. The prize doesn't pursue. You can also be pursuing if you're, couple examples I wanted to go over too. You can be pursuing and you can be chasing with your thoughts and your energy if you're checking your SP's whereabouts, their stories on, that will be on Instagram, right? If you're silently stalking somebody on social media, you're pursuing them. If you're checking to see what they're doing on any social media, then you're pursuing them because your energy is going out to them from the place of lack. I would say that as a general idea, that if we're in a healthy, happy, whole relationship, then you would have the self-concept of trust and value of self, and that in the living in the end of that relationship, you wouldn't be checking the person's whereabouts on social media, because guess what, you guys, you'd be together, or you wouldn't have to be looking and seeing what they're doing because you would trust them and they would show you trustworthy qualities, right? So anyways, think of it like that. You could be pursuing and you don't even know it. Pursuing is looking and seeing what someone's doing, anticipating that they're gonna hurt you, thinking that you're in a place of lack, wondering what they're doing, wondering what they're thinking, because remember, they're thinking what you think they're thinking because of the mental diet. So anyways, in your 3D reality, you wanna get really clear. And remember that the queen doesn't pursue. The queen, who is the prize essentially in the relationship, she values herself, she values her self-esteem, she has a high level of self-confidence, which can be a quiet sense of self-confidence too. It's not someone that's posting all the time on social media to prove that they're confident. The true embodiment of self-confidence is a little quieter. It's not something that you have to display to everybody because you just have it, right? So in any event, I hope this has helped kind of clarify some things. But in order, just like this client, because anyone can do this, you can turn around any situation, but you want to be clear on your beliefs about relationships, your beliefs about yourself, your beliefs about your specific person, and then affirm for the opposite, because that's what we're always doing with the mental diet. And also shifting your perspective, right? So you want to shift. If you're this person, you know, just my highlighters here, if you've been chasing and pursuing and you want to be chased and pursued, then you want to logistically, in your mind, right, which communicates to your body, your whole physiology, you want to decide a new way of being, which is I am chased, I am pursued, I am sought after. I am the one who is the beautiful flower, and he loves pursuing me because it makes him feel so good. Okay, so just some ideas here, but you got to get really clear, okay? If you've been the pursuer, if you've been the chaser in multiple relationships, then just remember too, it takes some reverse engineering, but you can do it, but it's for the long haul. So it doesn't mean that you become the one who's pursued for a couple days and then you give up, you go back to chasing. Remember that consistency and simplicity with your actions and your thoughts and your words are what get you results. Because, remember too, you're the only creator in your reality. You're the only one that can activate other people in your experience to chase you and to pursue you. And wouldn't it be so fun to know that in the end of the day, you were the one that just changed your thoughts. You were the one that changed your beliefs. And then you became the queen and got the relationship and the love of your dreams. All right, you guys. So I hope that you liked this video and that you found my props today that I've never used useful. Go out today, make something awesome, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.